Hello, Jacob here with the Minnesota Vikings 2015 Week 1 preview video. And no, I'm not a member of the TTC, I'm just a boy repping his team. And in Week 1, the Minnesota Vikings travel to the San Francisco 49ers on Monday Night Football at 9:20 Central Time. Yeah, it's gonna kind of suck for here since the game's gonna be so late starting, you know. Bad thing about those late night games, but should be an interesting game though. It'll be fun. And the first big thing that I want to mention is shout out to all the 49ers fans out there, as well as all the Vikings fans and all the NFL fans, I should say, because finally it's back. Football. And, so key things I'm looking for. First, the San Francisco side of things. I'm going to be interested to see just how the defense looks, because there were a lot of key pieces that left. Now, I can't say we're going to run all over them, and I can't say that we're going to be, stuffed like a, Thanksgiving turkey. Just because I really haven't had a chance to see a lot of, the San Francisco preseason games, so I really can't tell, but they did lose a lot of key pieces. Mainly being Patrick Willis. That was probably the most surprising. Let's see, Chris Borland. And there are quite a bit others. I can't quite remember exactly how many. And then, of course, this begins the first year of the non-Harbaugh era, who Harbaugh went to his alma mater, Michigan, to start coaching with the Wolverines. So it'll be interesting to see how that works out. And their offense should still be pretty good. I mean, they still have Kaepernick. They still have Bolden, I believe. They also have Reggie Bush now, so they have, a backfield threat. Even though he is getting a little bit older, I think he's now in his 10th or 11th season. But he can still do some things. And now on to the Vikings side of things. Well, probably the first biggest thing is Adrian Peterson. See how well he does after basically being out a year, if you may say. I mean, he played one game, but kind of hard to say. But if he can still run, it's going to be a fun season for us. And Teddy Bridgewater, be interesting to see how he does this year. Now that we have Mike Wallace, another guy of interest to see. Will he be able to take the top off the defense, similar in the way that Randy Moss did, at least from a speed aspect? And Charles Johnson's been looking really good. Came on strong at the end of last year when we needed a number one receiver. Greg Jennings is now in Miami. So it'll be interesting to see who fills in the number one receiver role. And then Cordero Patterson, who's still a wild card at this point, but we'll see what happens there. And then the defense. Our defense is looking really good. We're getting younger, we're getting stronger, we're getting faster. Mike Zimmer basically... he's not pulling any punches this year. He's sending out, hopefully, the cavalry. We have a very good underrated defense. In fact, ESPN is actually touting our secondary, possibly one of the best unknown secondaries in the league. I mean, obviously, if you're not the Legion of Boom, they really don't talk about you as far as defense is concerned, it seems like. Or if you lose, everybody on your defense, or whatever the case may be. But the Vikings have a very underrated secondary. And this year, finally, I have faith Harrison Smith will be recognized as a great safety. Not elite yet, just because he's still really young, but he's definitely a top 5, top 10 safety. The only problem is if you're not named Honey Badger or Earl Thomas or even Cam Chancellor, good luck getting any notice. And well, Cam Chancellor is not even in Seattle yet, so that'll be interesting to see how that works out too. But that's another video for another time. And also, we'll see how our first overall draft pick, Trey Waynes, does at the outside or kind of third corner. I think he's second or third corner. I know Xavier Rhodes is the first corner, and I want to say it's Terrence Newman who is second. But I don't know. I didn't quite see that. So, and also, the kicking game scares the pants off of me because Blair Walsh has not looked good. He has not looked solid, and I don't know why. I don't know if something happened or if he just flat out was having off days. But you gotta turn that around, Sparky. You know, I know that you're used to domes and you like the dome and stuff, but one more year before we can move into our new stadium. So you still got to deliver. You still have to deliver. But anyway, so yeah, that pretty much should wrap it up for week 1. Be interesting to see how that ends up, and I'll probably do another video after the game, kind of recapping and just kind of going over some stats and stuff that I found interesting. But it should be a fun game, and good luck to the better team, even though I hope it's the Vikings. But any given Sunday or Monday or Thursday, depending on whatever day of the week your game is playing on anymore. But yeah, so until we meet again, this is Jacob, and have a good day.